In case, in case you hear a switch of tone from me, well, I'll tell you why. Hold up. I'll give you how I feel right now. Are we cooked? Are we cooked? For real? Are we that cooked? Where's this? I feel like this. Then I feel like this, but not like this. But mostly like this. I'm mostly like this today. We're cooked. We're literally scuffed today. Yes, that's how we're feeling today. Yes. Yeah, yes, we're feeling like this today, but don't worry, I got a little treat for you guys after I go over a few little things. No worries, we're gonna go over date everything, but I had to talk to you about something because it just bombarded my freaking DMs. Like for the past 2 hours. It's nonsense. What the fuck? Also, hi everybody. Hi. I'm sorry. Hi. I'm sorry. Hi Chaos. Hello the cat. Hi Sulu. Hi something. Hello. You probably might knew like in the past few hours, but I'm gonna show it to you guys anyway because I have been bombarded with so many messages. Okay, so many messages. Hold on, let me take this seriously. Hold on, let me turn off the music. I have to be real quick. I've been bombarded with so many DMs going on Discord and leading on to Twitter today because of my Oshi Ironmouse. I saw this in one of the tweets somebody sent me, and it turned out to be this right here. Literally this. I read that and I'm like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? Ironmouse, what do you mean? What are you talking about? What do you mean? When she said to my community, I love you all dearly and thank you. But and then there's Connor over here saying, we got you. And I'm just like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? But then I got a little bit more DMs saying, oh, you should check out this screen. So I went ahead and checked the other screen and somebody sent me this. Someone sent me this, literally, that this VTuber named Alara I met a couple months ago. She read, do any VTubers want to get together this weekend and raise money for the Immune Deficiency Foundation? I'm like, oh shit, I remember, yeah, Ironmouse had the Immune Deficiency. She does charity streams for this organization. Yeah, I remember that. But then she pointed out, Ironmouse worked so hard during her subathons to raise money that was never donated. I want to try to support her and her foundation as much as possible. Can't imagine what she's going through, but I think as a community, it turns out it's our turn to give as much as she has given us. And I'm just like, what? Okay, that is a clue. That's a clue right there, obviously. And I'm like, oh. And then after I read that, I saw a couple of DMs like explain to me about what was happening with the contest, and I'm just like, nah, I gotta figure this out more, you know what I mean? And so while I was eating my dinner, I came across this one because somebody sent this to me in DMs, and apparently Giga over here noticed that she doesn't have the VShojo link icon thing anymore. She doesn't have it. Well, that's because she'd been left. She'd been left due to, you know, some certain things she doesn't agree with. And she became indie. Good on her. But she dropped this link saying, you know what to do. Tiltify towards fundraising for the Immune Deficiency Foundation for Ironmouse's sake. And I'm like, what? Really? So what does that tell you? I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. VShojo, what are you doing? Are you gatekeeping that money? Huh? Something really is going on here. And reason why it makes it look like, yeah, it makes it look like a whole World War III, World War IV type of situation going on here, where for Ironmouse departing her ways with VShojo because of this. Hold up, why they gatekeeping the money? Are you serious? I thought you're supposed to help the talent. What do you mean? What do you mean? And Ironmouse is not the only one here. You got more people that left VShojo. You got Giga that left. You got Zentrea, which I just started watching a few weeks ago. Zentrea, you're one of my Oshis. I started watching Zentrea, and she left VShojo recently. Even Matara, I just started watching her. And Giga, I just started watching her, and they all left VShojo, and I was like, what? What's happening? Like, I knew those three left, but then I also remembered there were other members that left. You know what I mean? There were other members that left. Like Neanders, like Vebe, even Silverveil left out of their own accord. They left, remember? They left for conflict of interest from VShojo, and I knew that from, like, I would say like a year or two ago. I don't know when they left, but they left. That brought suspicion to what is going on with VShojo, and that's weird. That's very weird. And then it's finally catching up when these four left all around the same year, sporadically. And I'm just like, what's going on with VShojo? Is somebody gonna tell us what's happening? Hey, yo. It just blew my mind. Well, hold on. With the exception of that one girl that we don't talk about. Yeah. But otherwise, yeah, it's just weird. It's just weird. Like, I just knew that VShojo was a little sketchy. But now it's coming full circle because look at these powerhouses. Look at these powerhouses. They left. I just thought that, okay, I just thought with everybody leaving it's due to interest of conflict, you know? I thought it was gonna hit bad when Zentrea left because she is the big one too. But now you got Ironmouse, she's a big one as well, and god damn, like VShojo's going down. Like VShojo is like in a little pinnacle right now. The only thing I'm worried about is my Kami Oshi, Amelie. Girl, I'm saying this right now. This is based on my own opinion, okay? This is based on my own opinion. Amelie, if you're watching this, please leave. Please leave, VShojo. I don't know what's happening, but like it looks bad, and I get it that Amelie went to VShojo because the merch, and she wants to handle, you know, that way, and there's a lot of work on her, even though she's been indie like for 18 years, but still it's shady. And I just want Amelie to leave because I don't want nothing happening like to her, so she gotta leave. I'm just saying as a bias. I believe one of you guys sent me the this video link to watch. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna react to this, okay? I have not watched it. I literally kept it as a saved, save to watch later, and I was gonna watch it like first to figure out what's going on. Even like I could have done like, you know, reaction towards the Giga situation and the Zentrea situation, but I chose not to. Okay, I chose not to you know, react to those videos because I was like, I gotta figure out more like what's happening. But now that everybody is exploding on Twitter, they're saying stuff over why Ironmouse left, and now I'm curious. Now I gotta figure this out. And also, Ironmouse is one of my Oshis, so I'm gonna have to listen. I'm gonna have to check out the video and react to it myself. So that's what we're gonna do, okay? I'm gonna figure this out. Please no spoilers. Please no spoilers, please. I'm just gonna say this right now. Please be respectful. Some of the members that started removing VShojo from the name. I'm gonna have to scoop through Twitter, but yeah, we're definitely gonna have to see this. Don't give me any spoilers, please. All right.
I am leaving VShojo. Unfortunately, I recently found out that for the past couple of months, I have been misled by VShojo. With the information that I currently have, I believe that I am owed a significant amount of funds, which I have not been paid. And most importantly, the thing that hurts me the most is that the Immune Deficiency Foundation, which is the most important charity to me.
Yeah, of course.
And also the reason why I'm here today is owed over $500,000 from the
$500,000? Hey, yo, what the fuck? What is that? $500,000? What? Wait a minute. So you mean to tell me that all the money that you collected, like, during your subathon did not get paid to the immune deficiency? What the fuck? It is true. Holy shit. Okay. Okay. Hold up. Wait a minute. This ain't right. Hold on. I thought whenever you do a charity, right, the organization is supposed to send the money to, you know, to the party who was requesting it. That's how it's supposed to be done. You can't gatekeep the freaking money. Why did VShojo lie to her? Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? Wait a minute. Hold on. Now I got a question. Why would they mislead her from this time? $500,000. If they're doing this years prior, I wonder if she's been lied to this entire time. Hold on, let me be quiet.
VShojo. I know that this is a lot, and it's very important for me to be honest with all of you. I really want to tell you everything, but unfortunately right now, I have been instructed by my attorney to wait for more of the legal procedure to unfold. So one day, I will be able to tell you the full story.
Yo! We're getting an attorney! Oh shit! Oh shit! Here we go! Oh my god! We're getting a freaking attorney on here! Oh god! Now we're getting serious. Ooh, this is scandalous. Okay, look, I like I said before, I knew VShojo was a little bit like sketchy for quite some time, okay? Even then they try to persuade that, oh, everything looks pretty, everything looks nice, but little by little, it goes through the little cracks, you know what I mean? From the members leaving to various reasons and then being vague about it. But now Ironmouse said the key factor. She got a freaking attorney for money reasons. Ooh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Things are about to get effed up in here.
But for now, I just need to let you know that I will no longer be a part of VShojo. If you give me a moment of your time, I just want to tell you a little bit about myself.
Hold on, wait. I'm sorry, Mouse. I'm sorry. Before we get to what you're saying, let me tell you this right now. From what I know, Ironmouse got into VShojo because of Project Melody. I remember that. She repeatedly said that a million times. That she got in because Project Melody decided, hey, Ironmouse is good enough. You know, let her get into VShojo. We're gonna have a nice time and everything like that. But I'm just saying, what about Project Melody? What about her? How do you think that she would feel? She's one of the primary members of VShojo. Is she getting misled? I think everybody's getting misled. Yo, oh my god. Yo, it's gonna be so effed up if Amelie gets effed up and I'm like, you don't come for my Kamiyoshi like this. Can't be doing this. Can't be doing this shit. But anyway, I'm sorry. I'm getting a little like I get a little aceti spaghetti in my own pocket. But okay, I'm sorry.
I know for a lot of people right now that this might be the first time you were ever watching me. I became a VTuber because I really wanted to make friends.
Which is true though.
I was very lonely due to the fact that I have a primary immune deficiency disease called CVID.
Yes.
I basically have a low to near non-functioning immune system.
I'm gonna read this out. Hold on. I know she explained it like a couple of times, but I'm just gonna go ahead and read it. Common variable immune deficiency, or CVID. CVID is a relatively frequent form of primary immunodeficiency found in about 1 in 25,000 persons. This is the reason it's called common. The degree and type of deficiency of serum immunoglobulins, I hope I said that right, and the clinical course varies from person to person, hence the word variable. An additional characteristic is a decreased IgA and / or IgM level or low level of all three major types of immunoglobulins. IgG, IgA, and IgM. In some individuals, there are defects of the T cells, and this may also contribute to increased susceptibility to infections as well as autoimmunity, granulomatous disease, and cancer. So basically, long story short, the immune system is kind of effy weffy right now. They went in hibernation, and they're not there to cure. That's basically what that is. And Ironmouse had it ever since she's been diagnosed. So that is freaking nuts. And this literally, it's literally something related like towards her that she has all these years. That's why she wanted to do the foundation. It makes sense. It makes sense, yeah. But it's just crazy. It's just crazy that how are you gonna take advantage of that, huh? VShojo will be like, hello, I like money. Lord Jesus. Basically, VShojo's being like Mr. Krabs. Are you serious right now?
Which means I get sick a lot.
Yeah, she does.
It caused me to remain isolated for long periods of my life.
Mm-hmm.
So then I found streaming, and I thought about giving it a try because I wanted to see if I could make some friends online because I honestly couldn't ever leave my room. I never really expected to grow an audience or anything.
She deserves it.
One of the last things on my mind.
She deserves all the love and appreciation.
To, 5 to 10 people and just hang out from time to time, make some friends, play games, and just continue on with my life. But unfortunately, I was too scared to stream with my face. So a friend of mine recommended that I try an app called FaceRig that would allow me to use an anime avatar to stream. And that's how I started VTubing. It took me a while to take it seriously and even begin to think about maybe being able to grow a community and even make this a career. I think I really started to take it seriously around the time when I was approached to join VShojo. And it was through VShojo that I was able to grow into the Ironmouse that I am today.
Yeah, that's pretty much it because in case you guys don't know, she did start around like 2017 in a different platform before she went into Twitch. She had a different model before her concept of Ironmouse was even born. That was when she decided, hey, why not develop this character and go with the flow with this. Literally, she was just a precious angel that just wanted to stream because of her circumstance that's been going on, but also she wanted to be friends with everybody. That is too freaking cute. That's genuinism right there.
When I was approached in 2020 and asked to join VShojo, it seemed like a good idea, but I honestly did not know if I could ever be a corporal VTuber because I felt like I just couldn't.
No.
In my mind, I saw myself as unhireable, which is why streaming worked for me. I had no boss, no strict rules, I had no hours, no expectations. It was all up to me, and due to the fact that I have lived my life chronically ill and being unable to do much of anything, I just felt like there was no way that anyone would ever take me or want me. For a while, I was struggling to make a decision because I was afraid about my anonymity and afraid about trusting people. Because I felt like every time I put my trust in people, it always ends in grief for me. So I was worried.
Oh my god.
Expectations and a million and one other things. But I ultimately decided to join VShojo. It really pains me that I am unable to fully explain why.
Okay, look, listen, I understand really with trust, Ironmouse. I truly understand. I remember I had some people, that I thought I trusted, but I ended up having to cut them off because, it's it's complicated. You may think that you might, get something when it comes to like, genuinism and trustworthy or whatnot, but like I get that we always have to have the benefit of the doubt when it comes to certain opportunities, but with this being so sketchy, and then coming up to the point is like, wow, you really ripped somebody off of the freaking money. That is really crazy, especially when it has to do with freaking charity, especially when it comes to something that is vulnerable as CVID. That is crazy. That is crazy. And that's a total disrespect to Ironmouse, who has CVID. That's not only disrespectful to her, but to everybody that has CVID, and also disrespectful to her community as well, because they are over here supporting her based on this cause, and VShojo can't deliver. Are you kidding me? Gosh, like I don't know, like if it's something as grand as this, what else does VShojo is hiding behind closed doors? Like, what the hell?
I am leaving. But for right now, here's what I am allowed to share with you.
Okay,
I
sure.
would always be told how important I was for the company.
Of course.
And I was always told that I was needed in order for the company to succeed. Although that was very positive to hear, it put a lot of pressure and a lot of stress on me to the point where I felt guilt-tripped into signing. I felt responsible for everybody.
What?
I felt responsible for staff and talent alike. And I felt like if I didn't do this and if I didn't stay,
Excuse?
I was hurting everybody.
What?
And I was destroying everybody's life. But
what? Guilt tripping? Are you kidding me? They're guilt tripping her? What the? Oh my god. Okay. Okay. I think my little brain is full of conspiracy thoughts, all right? Let me tell you something real quick. Okay, before I continue on with Ironmouse's video real quick. Mind you, I'm a member in her Discord server, okay? And, you know, every time she gives out a little bit of announcements or whatnot, she'll say, "Oh, I'm gonna stream." But then some days, you know, she's feeling sick. Of course, she's feeling sick. And then she's gonna feel terrible, so she always messages in the announcement saying, "I'm so sorry, guys. I had to cancel stream. I don't feel so good." But there's a bunch of positivity right there. Everybody in that Discord server were saying, "Get well, Ironmouse. Get well. Please take your time. Take your time. Rest." I don't know why. I feel like VShojo is pushing her. No wonder she's like streaming constantly all the time. And when she does take a break and comes back, she felt like she letting down everybody. And I'm just sitting here like, girl. I'm gonna say this like right here, right now. You deserve to take a break. You deserve to take a break, girl. You deserve to take a freaking break. Don't you dare feel guilty that you need to take a break. Everybody needs a break. Everybody needs it, for real. It like also what do you call, oops. Also, what do you call, I could see why VShojo is pushing her. You know why? Numbers, analytics, and literally, they're treating Ironmouse as the freaking beacon. They treat her as like the top talent of VShojo, yet they do not give her a break. Yeah, of course they're gonna be there, like, you know, letting her be in a little screen and whatnot whenever she's going like to conventions or to theme parks or whatnot. But what really goes on in the back of you know, behind the scenes of VShojo? What are they really saying to her? You may think it's all funny and all, you know, pretty in the face value when it comes to videos that Ironmouse produce and put it out on YouTube. But what's really going on behind the scenes? What did they say to her? What did they tell her to do when it comes to being, you know, the so-called face of VShojo? And that is detrimenting, I told her. That is freaking crazy. I kind of knew it. I kind of suspected for quite some time. And thank God I'm in that server. Thank God I saw with those messages, because by God, everybody in that server shows a lot of respect towards her. whenever she's like, oh, I can't, like, stream today. Or recently, hold on, recently, I gotta tell you something. Okay, so recently, I remember she wanted to host a freaking movie night with her Discord members, right? She promised that, but then, like, she said that she felt ill, she can't do it. She'll move it to the probably to the next day or the other day. I forgot. But then last week, that's where she finally said, "Oh, I feel better. I'm gonna go ahead and stream a movie with you guys." And she did it. She delivered. She literally cared for her members and showed a movie to everybody. By the way, we saw Final Destination 5. That was my first time watching that movie. But anyway, she delivered and cared about her community. So that's pretty cool. And I'm glad to see that unfold. But yeah, she need a break. she need a break. Honestly, she need a little break. She doing too much. I respect her hustle, but she needs a little break for her health. Just like the sharp VTuber. Yeah, just like Gora, because she's been pushing, but yeah, it's a whole separate story with Gora. But let's focus on Ironmouse. Let's focus on her, yeah?
This didn't feel right with me, and I began to feel extremely uncomfortable. As my viewers know, privacy has always been one of my biggest concerns.
Which is true,
I've had a lot
though.
of scary experiences in my life, so one amazing thing for me was the fact that VShojo handled all my payments, and it meant that I never had to give out any of my personal information, so that was always a blessing to me. As time went on, I
Mm-hmm.
decided that I wanted to try to start pulling out my remaining funds because I wanted to start taking over my own finances. This is what led me to this point. Throughout the years,
Oh.
Connor and I have raised around $4 million for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. The
That's throughout the
majority
3-4
of the money
years.
raised is through Tiltify at events like the Cyclothon, the charity auction,
Mm-hmm.
and other miscellaneous events that we've had. However, because of the success of my first subathon, I decided to donate half the earnings of my following two subathons to the Immune Deficiency Foundation.
And
The
that's
first time I
great.
tried this, it worked great. Over 200,000 people supported me, and because of that, we raised over $329,350 to the Immune Deficiency Foundation. Because the money came from my Twitch revenue
Mm-hmm.
instead of a Tiltify link, it required VShojo to make the donation on my behalf. They promptly sent the payment, and the subathon was a huge success. So I decided to do it again the next year. My last
Okay.
subathon was one of the biggest events I've ever done. The support was overwhelming, and I ended up getting over 300,000 subscribers and breaking the all-time sub record.
And that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's great. That is awesome. Pretty awesome. I don't know if you guys remember, there was like a little situation that happened with the whole like sub goal that Ironmouse had, and she became number one for a few moments, and then Kai Cenat went for it like two and broke it for like double the amount. But it's okay. Kai and Ironmouse said they're cool. They're cool. They're okay. They're homies. They're homies. But yeah, that's a whole accomplishment right there. Half of 300,000 subs went to the Immunodeficiency Foundation. That's beautiful. Like rarely you get streamers that do that. Rarely. I'm pretty sure there are other streamers that do it, but I'm just familiar with Ironmouse, okay? But I'm just letting you know that is freaking nuts, man. That's cool. That's great. That's called being generous. That is being being grateful to the community, to help and support and give back to the community that is very vulnerable in that case. And Iron Mouse is like the whole pinnacle in this situation. So that is freaking great. Stas, get your ass back over here, god damn it. Eat your popcorn. But okay, yeah, I understand with the whole privacy. I understand that with Iron Mouse like not wanting to share her information, VShojo had to step in. I get that, but why? Why did you steal the money? Why did you do that? What's that word? Hold on. Embezzled? Why do you embezzle the money? Why?
But this also meant that we had raised $515,000 for the Immune Deficiency Foundation.
That's
I
beautiful.
once again asked VShojo to make the donation on my behalf, but unfortunately, still a year later, VShojo has not paid the charity. The Immune Deficiency Foundation means the world to me.
Wait, back that up? She said a year? Hold on. Get back here. Hold on. Say it again?
But unfortunately, still a year later, VShojo has not paid the charity.
Yo, it's been going on for a year! Yo! It's been going on for a year! Hey, y'all, it's been going on for a year! Are you serious? Wow, that is crazy! Yo, it's been going on for a freaking year! Brother, this guy states! VShojo, I mean. VShojo, I mean. Oh, wait a minute. Brain blast. I got a brain blast, okay? Do you remember that one person that that's supposed to be working behind the scenes with VShojo? They announced that they were leaving. I bet that person knew. What's their name? Hold on. What's their name? I'm gonna have to look it up like real quick. Give me a second. But yeah, that person that left behind the scenes, they left. I wonder that they knew what's going on with VShojo and they did not want to take part of it, so they skedaddled and left. RIP VShojo 2020 and 2025. The P stands for piss. God damn it. Overreacting to this? Yes, I'm reacting to this because this is my oshi we're talking about. This is my oshi we're talking about. Oh my. Also, Zentria is my new oshi, so I have to stand there like with her too. Like, god damn. VShojo had a mass of this. A lot of talent management staff left the company. Exactly. Something's fishy going on, and this is one of them. I'm pretty sure there's more dirt in the back.
Immune Deficiency Foundation means the world to me. Connor and I have both spent a ton of energy, time, and resources raising money for charity. And we're both so proud to be able to say that we've raised nearly $4 million for charity.
Collectively over the years.
We always raise money for the Immune Deficiency Foundation.
Hold on, let me take a read of this real quick. The Immune Deficiency Foundation. It improves the diagnosis, treatment, and quality of life for every person affected by primary immunodeficiency. We foster a community that is connected, engaged, and empowered through advocacy, education, and research, aka making it aware that CVID exists. IDF transforms the lives of tens of thousands each year. Then there's the statistics over here. Reported recently. Okay, this is recent numbers. Cool. I like the consistency. All right.
Diseases, or PI, which are inherited disorders where a part of the body's immune system is missing or doesn't function properly, which makes people like me more prone to infection. And this includes over 450 different conditions. The Immune Deficiency Foundation is a charity that is near and dear to my heart and has a particular significance in my life. When my health first started getting really bad, the Immune Deficiency Foundation helped me immensely when I really had nowhere else to turn. I was terrified, I was lonely, and I was confused. I honestly didn't really know what was going on, and I never ever want anyone else to go through that. This entire situation has broken me. I just wanted to do something good and to give back to a community that helped me. But unfortunately, that's not the case. As much as I would like to continue to talk about this.
No, you're gonna make me cry. No,
I can't. So, to recap, I believe that I am owed a significant amount of funds, which I have not been paid.
Wow.
And most importantly, the Immune Deficiency Foundation is owed over $500,000 from VShojo.
Jesus. Jesus, $500 million. Oh my god. That is a definite lawsuit. Oh my god. Yeah, you're totally right. You're gonna need to get an attorney, you're gonna get suited up. You need to get this rolling because that is crazy. Whoever's going on behind the scenes stealing and embezzling like all that money, they need to give that back. Honestly. That is just freaking nuts. How you gonna be that selfish, huh? Who's the employee that did that? Who actually told them to do this? Hmm. Also, I have a little conspiracy theory like too as well. That mind, don't mind me if I say this, but I feel like there's more than just embezzling all that money from the immunodeficiency foundation. I think there's more to it that Ironmouse cannot say, but this one is very very public, and I think she could only like say that, but otherwise I feel like some more shit is happening in the background, and it's not looking pretty. It really is not, honestly. I mean, okay, like for example, I wonder every time that Irmos does a subathon, right? Every time she does it, she gives away like half to the immunodeficiency. What does she do with the other ones, huh? She has to pay the people that work for her, like editors, thumbnail, who's gonna pay for the next model like upgrade or something like that. She is spending left and right, left and right, left and right, and taking care of her family. And taking care of her family, mind you. Yo, that is nuts. And if this is like going on like for a year, that's gonna literally financially ruin her. And of course, to the other people, the other people that were in VShojo, I have a feeling that they have that situation going on their end, but we don't know unless they say something. They just left due to conflict of interest. But there's got to be more to that than just embezzlement of all that money. That is freaking crazy, bro. I wonder how many people aren't getting what they owe. Exactly. Think about it. Like the whole Centrea thing, right? I remember when she was like showcasing her new, latency and whatnot, that has been improved, but that happened after she left VShojo. Maybe it was in the works, but it wasn't guaranteed. So when she did leave, the latency improvement was there when she completely left. But I'm pretty sure she was prepping for that anyway. So that's the only other thing I could confirm. But otherwise, it's just the amount of content that these girls and Kuro want to freaking make. You know what I mean? That is freaking nuts. And I wonder, speaking of freaking money, I'm literally gonna bring up Amelie for a second. Amelie, she's been independent for 18 years as a creator, right? She does her own merch and stuff like that. But then like she's like, I'm gonna join VShojo because VShojo's gonna help me with the merch and everything like that. That way it's one less task that she could do on her end. But guess what? I wonder what's happening with that department, huh? I wonder what's happening with that department. I can only suspect. But yeah, that is freaking crazy, man. Oh God, Amelie, please leave, VShojo. I beg you. But anyway, Ironmouse, continue.
That I could tell you more, but right now, I have been advised to wait for legal proceedings. Right now, I am an independent VTuber. I am at a loss of what to do right now. I'm kind of processing everything. I'm very sad and very confused. Once again, I want to apologize to the Immune Deficiency Foundation and to my community who has shown so much support to me. I also wanted to say that all the ad money made from this video will go towards the Immune Deficiency Foundation.
Oh,
I honestly don't know
that's so
what
generous.
I'm going to do. I really, like I said, I really haven't had much time to process this. But below the video in the description box is a link to a donation fund for the Immune Deficiency Foundation.
Okay.
Thankfully,
I'm gonna check it out.
Donations made through Tiltify go directly to the charity. That link is also there if you've heard about this and would like to support the Immune Deficiency Foundation. sometime this month, I plan on doing a special live stream in order to raise money for the Immune Deficiency Foundation.
Hell
I
yeah.
hope
Let's
to have
go.
a ton of friends joining me, and hopefully there'll be a lot of singing and a lot of fun and just a day full of happiness. I just honestly really want to show that after all of this, that VTubing is a force for good. So thank you guys so much for all the support, and thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video.
Of course, you're welcome.
Once again, I want to say that I am truly sorry.
No.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna make me cry. Oh my god. Yo, I got a tear coming out of my eye. Oh my god, I got a tear coming out of my eye, for real. Oh my god, that is, oh my god. Okay. Where's that link? Where's that link? Okay, there's a link right here. Okay, hold on. There it is. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, okay. I can guarantee this. Because remember when I did the VTuber SummerSlam? Remember that? I used Tiltify. We had a Tiltify account, and that's where the money went. The money went straight to Tiltify, and then it goes to the organization of your choosing. Very easy to set up. So this is a good method that the Ironmouse is doing right now. So yeah, there's the Tiltify link here. You know what? Hold on, give me a second. I'm gonna pin this real quick, and you know what? I'm gonna bookmark this too as well. So I figured, why not do a service? Literally, I put this link of Tiltify up in the pin chat. If you'd like to donate towards the Immune Deficiency Foundation, you're more than welcome to do that, okay? So, yeah, this is a good service to Ironmouse. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for starting this campaign. Look at that. They raised $137,000 already. So that is beautiful. Holy shit. Holy shit, look at that. The goal was like 10,000. Look at that. They raised it. They raised it mad quick. Oh my god, that is freaking nuts. But yeah, basically, long story short, everybody, to sum it up, basically, because of the circumstance that's been happening, that money for the immune deficiency disorder of $500,000 has not been paid to them in over a year, and that caused Ironmouse to feel distress throughout that time. And she did give little signs here and there that she's feeling conflicted and everything like that for the past few weeks. I don't know if you noticed that, but yeah, it's just freaking nuts. Now, because of all this and feeling uneasy for some time, she left VShojo for good. She left VShojo, and I don't know if she's a part of another organization. Hold on, real quick. Is she a part? Is Ironmouse a part of another agency? Question mark. Where'd it go? Damn it! But yeah, long story short, Ironmouse left VShojo, as well as the others that left before her. And yeah, I just want my Kamiyoshi Amalie to leave. I want her to leave, please. Well, she could do what she wants, but I'm just saying, I'm just saying, I want her to leave. But otherwise, guys, give your support whenever you can. I'm gonna try to post this link every time, for the rest of the times that I'll be streaming, just to help my Oshi out, because I care, I care. And yeah, most importantly, it's kind of inspiring me, okay? It's kind of inspiring me in a way to try to do something like with another charity stream. I just don't know how to run it, because Gamers Outreach, that was my first one, but I don't know how to run another charity stream. I just gotta figure it out. But when I do, I love to donate that money to immunodeficiency or something like that. I don't know. But we will do our best, okay? We will do our best. But for now, I have the donation link to Ironmouse over there for Tiltify. Donate if you like, okay? I'm gonna try to donate myself. But yeah. Let's support with the love, okay?